Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is Nimbatus, an alpha demo. I found this not long ago, and I figured I might give it a try, and it was a little bit better than, or at least further along than I expected it to be, so I figured, why not? I'll give you guys a little sample of what there is in Nimbatus. And for those that are familiar with what I've played before, there was a game that I played not long ago called Istrelid, and this has some similar mechanics. You can make your own ship, take it on missions, race. So to give an example, I kind of made this little guy here. To go back, you start off with this one already pre-made. And it doesn't really explain too much. I mean, it is an alpha, but it does seem to work pretty good. I currently have like some Tesla guns attached on here. I have the Nova drone brain on here, which gives it a special skill every so often. I've got thrusters for acceleration, then I've got these ones on the side for turning. It's not quite as polished as Istrelid was as far as the shipbuilding goes, but it can be quite interesting because things are a lot more customizable as far as the parts. For instance, I have Tesla cannons here and here, but they are two different kinds of Tesla cannons. For instance, this one here, I believe uses, there we go, electric burst and penetrating laser module. Well, you can choose the different ammunition types on these things. I currently am using electric burst, which deals moderate damage and disables enemy weapons. You can also have it reflect off of surfaces, or you can have it penetrate. So it can be really good. And I have these two are fixed, so they're going to aim in the direction that the ship flies. These two here, I can aim with the mouse pointer as I'm flying around. You also have some other items. You know, I added on some just some regular lasers on there just for general destruction, but you can also add on some regular, well, not regular, I guess everything's got its own different one. You got a charge laser, I have a heat-seeking rocket launcher on the front, there are different versions of each weapon, heavy lasers, grenade launchers that may or may not be affected by a downward angle of gravity, depending on how you set it up. Blasters and proton blasters, all sorts of stuff in here. Plasma blaster, I think that one is like a charged shot. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, let's grab this one here. We'll just add some more stuff on here. We're just going to make it high damage with fire. And then you could have it split bullets, you could have it ricochet. Each one has its own different abilities that you can set defaults on there. And I'm going to have this one, we're just going to have it so that wherever I aim it is where it goes. So I just assigned it to this battery instead of coming off of the main ship. See, I can drag it to the ship and then it comes off the main ship. But instead, I'm going to have it come out here with the Tesla cannon. And I like, or not the Tesla cannon, but the regular laser here. And what I'm liking right now is having some kind of wedge shape so that if I run up against a wall, I can actually turn. Because I had a big flat front on it and I kept getting stuck on surfaces in the past. So let's do this one here as well, and we'll kind of set it back a little bit there. And if you run into things a little too hard with your ship, of course they're going to break. You have so much fuel, you have so much battery, and so on. But you can just give things a test drive here. You can see how crazy this thing is. And those two cannons that I just added on are now aiming in the direction that I'm firing. I can accelerate and turn. I've got all sorts of enemies coming at me. And it looks pretty impressive as far as the damage goes with this. I mean, you can just lay waste to your enemies, but you got to also look at the top left there. You've got limited energy, limited fuel, and I am just tearing through my energy reserves with these current weapons. So you have to keep that in mind. Plus, if you're just rocketing around the entire map, I could run into things like that, but because my ship is somewhat round, I can turn much easier. But I mean, it's got a lot of aspects to it that you'll really have to get used to in there. And I mean, the controls, depending on how many rockets and thrusters and stuff you put on there, oh, there we go. I just ran out of energy completely. So now all I have is fuel, and therefore I just need to run away. And yeah, that's the end of my ship there, because I don't have enough coming in. I'm just rocketing, which is using too much of my energy as it is. All right, so let's exit the drone workshop. And you know what? Let's take off this one here and this one here, and we're just going to have these guys come forward a bit, and we have therefore a couple of Teslas on there just because they look really cool, and I can still cycle them around. But you can see there's a little bit of glitchiness with some of the cannons not wanting to cooperate so much. But I've got those ones on the front there, those giant yellow like rays, so that I can, there we go, return to game. No, I want to exit, so that I can dig into the earth. And for that, let's save this design, and let's go into a combat mission. And yeah, medium, destroy portals. Now let's keep re-rolling a little bit right now. Assassinate, destroy portals, decimate aliens. That sounds pretty good, and there's a lot of ground to do. So let's go launch drone, and yeah, this is just going to generate a world for us to go on a randomly generated mission with. It's pretty good like that. And you've got your mothership up here that just dropped you off, and you've got your little arrow down here saying that you need to go in this direction. So let's get a little further away and then start laying waste to the landscape. And you can see that you can destroy the landscape with these weapons. And of course there are these little tiny portals here. Those are enemy spawners, sort of like an old Gauntlet style shooter. And you can get a little bit lost and crash into the area. Boom. Mission failed. So you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. Add more to your ship. Build it in different ways. I mean, let's try something a little more interesting. There we go. Let's try this one here. And back down to the planet's surface. No guarantees I'm going to be any better at this than I was before. And things are a little bit crazy. I mean, as long as I don't just crash into stuff, I should be alright. So you gotta kind of take it a little easy and not just go full bore. Now there is no reverse on this. I only have forward thrusters and turning thrusters. So if you are currently going in one direction, you want to make sure that you know the direction that you want to go. Or that that's the direction you want to be facing. Otherwise you're going to have some problems. And you see I have, my double cannons, the ones that can shoot the terrain as well as destroy enemies in a forward fire. But if somebody sneaks up behind me, I don't have to turn my entire ship. I can just start shooting them with my other weapons. Oh boy, there's some bad guys up there. Uh-oh, and I see we are now into some sort of boss battle, which is kind of scary because he is just wrecking my ship right now. I don't have much energy, and it's not repairing too quickly. So let's kind of, oh boy, the whole screen's spinning now. This is very sickening. Let's see if I can close the gap. Get back here, you. I'm just going to destroy you. Get back here. There we go. Oh, that took out. All my energy is gone. Oh, my energy. All I have left is rockets. Oh no, because he destroyed... he destroyed a good chunk of my ship with that. I should have paid more attention. So now I have no alternatives. He pretty much destroyed everything I have. Uh-oh. And I have a flat-fronted ship, so I can only jet forward. Maybe. There we go. I can get out of the way. Oh, I'm pretty much dead in the water. You see that you have a slow sinking, like down towards the bottom of the map, which does tend to help you if you need to get out of a situation. But yeah, I'm not replenishing any energy right now, so I think this is just game over for me. But you can see how this can be pretty interesting. It is in a pre-alpha, but then we've got racing courses. So let's see what we can do with this. These guys are gonna, of course, just totally wreck me because they're these little tiny, super fast ships, and I am a slow hulking mass, which you could easily customize your own ship to be a little bit more effective. Right now, all I could do, I could shoot at them, but they are long gone. So we're gonna have to do a little redesign on this ship. Let's see what we can come up with. Into the drone workshop. Alright, so we're not going to want any of these weapons. We just get rid of those. They're just adding weight onto our ship. So let's just get rid of those. We're not going to need all these battery packs. and therefore we have a lot of thrust at this moment. So we've got an ability to turn and launch. Let's just see how we are with all that, with the no weapons. See how we do here. Wow, we're pretty zippy now. We can turn easy enough. So this seems pretty good. I'm a little bit loose on the on there, so I might remove these and see how we do there. So let's start that again. Yeah, the turning's a little bit easier to work with now. I can do like a little bit of drifting action. And I can run into them. All right, let's give that a go. We're going to save that, and then we're going to try a race, and we shall see what we do, or how good we do on this one. All right, I'm pressing forward, and all right, this is looking a little bit better. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I guess I just need a bit more forward thrust. They're still pulling away from me on this one. I could probably try and cut the corners a little bit easier, but you know, I'm obviously not doing so good. So let's try upping this guy's thrust abilities here. Now there are tons of parts on here. You know, you've got your different blocks and batteries. You actually have hinges that you can use as well, which I find that quite interesting. Let's get rid of all these excessive batteries here that we don't need. We just need fuel and ships, and that should speed us up alone. But you can add motorized hinges so that you can have different area, like the entire sections of the ship open up, creating various interesting things. Jump thruster, heavy thruster. What do we have right now? We've got double thrusters, and we've got medium thrusters on the side. So jump thruster, medium thruster, double thruster, heavy thruster. Which one is better? Mass 0.25, force 1600, fuel per second 6, force 1200, fuel per second 4. Maybe we just add more double thrusters. I'm kind of a fan of this. Let's move this out a little bit. Move this over, and we shall have 2 in here, and we'll move this over and this over. There we go. I might actually I might add medium, small thruster. I might toss in a small thruster on the side here, just to give myself a little more control, since I'm going to have so much thrust. This is kind of ridiculous with how much is going on here. Let's bring all these in a little bit here. There we go. I kind of look like a really silly guy, and you can change the different hulls that you want if you oh, slow time. That's interesting. If you want on here, attack drones and so on. But I'm just going to stick with the default, the Nova Brain. And we're going to save, and then we're going to give this one a go. Let's start this race. This one, the race course looks a little bit easier, but I have no idea how I'm going to hold up on this. Wow. Okay. I can blow these guys away as far as acceleration, but we'll see how they do with keeping up on the turns. All right. This is looking really good here. Whoa. It's kind of crazy because I don't know where the turns are. Oh, fail. Oh no. Let's just... No. I'm caught on the corner. All right. We can recover from this. We have so much acceleration that these guys are just going to get blown away if I don't crash into walls, which means I need a lot more control on this ship. Oh my gosh. I need to stay in the middle. Whoa, I'm kind of fishtailing here. These guys are just way ahead of me now. I'm 5 out of 5. Okay, I think from my crash, I'm a little bit wavy now because I can't seem to keep a straight line. Oh, 5th place. Oh, so sad. I'll give it one more go and we'll see how it goes. All right, that's not too bad. All right, hopefully I don't run into the tip there and get stuck like I did before. All right, I should put blasters on and see if I could just totally shoot these guys. That would be interesting. All right, these guys are actually keeping up better than I thought. I don't think I might not be able to keep up with this. This is pretty bad. I'm gonna have to cut corners at this point, and I don't know where the corners are going. Whoa. Oh, shoot. This guy's gonna take me. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. We're just going to kind of nudge in here. No, no, no. Ah, get back. Oh my gosh. We're so close. But you can see how this game is really interesting. You can totally make your ship to just rocket out other guys. You can make it to destroy ships. You can make it to become a giant mining machine. Second place. That's not too bad. And there you go. That's kind of how the alpha is at this point. I mean, you have combat missions where you fight bosses, go through and mining stuff. You've got your different drone workshops, so you can make all sorts of components, add-ons, and stuff. It's really cool. And this is just kind of an alpha demo. If you want, I've got the details that are going to be below, and you can check it out for yourself if you want. It's really small. Really simple to use, and that's about it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop a like. Feel free to share the mischief. And until next time, I'll see ya.